When a liquid diffuses into all cells, the cells are able to pick up the information. How do they do it? They do it with the help of molecules on the surface. Now, what are these substances which are in the liquid form that diffuse? They are the plant hormones. Now, there is a hormone, the most common hormone, it is called auxin. It induces growth. The shoot tip and the root tip has auxin. You know, if we cut the tip, the growth stops. Why? Because there is no auxin. In fact, there is an experiment that if you cut a tip, the growth stops. But if you have kept the tip on an agar-agar block and then you replace this agar-agar block on the stem, it starts growing again. Why? Because from the tip, auxin came into the agar-agar block. So, what is the conclusion? It is the auxins which trigger growth in plants, the vertical growth. That is not all. Then there is another hormone which was first of all discovered in a fungus called Gibberella. This fungus really triggers growth in crops, and from this then the scientists found out that there is a chemical substance, a hormone, gibberellin, which also induces growth. Now, when you are learning the spellings of gibberellin, do not forget this E. Generally, students make this mistake. They will write gibber and lin, but it is gibberellin. There is one more E. This also induces positive growth. And the third one is cytokinins. You have rightly guessed, cyto word refers to cytoplasm and kinins division. So, when the cell is dividing, it is not only the nucleus which divides, it is also the cytoplasm that divides, and cytokinins triggers cell division. Where does cell division take place? Obviously, the parts which are showing rapid growth, like seeds, fruits. So, these three hormones, they induce growth. Now, you want light, you put on the switch and there is light due to electric current. But what will happen if you are continuously putting it in on situation? Of course, there will be light, but there will be too much of consumption. Maybe it is not even needed, maybe it is disastrous. Same is the situation here. We do not want only growth. The processes are such that sometimes the growth has to be stopped also, inhibited also, and that function is done by the fourth type of hormone, which is called abscisic acid. Abscisic acid retards growth. So, it is needed for things like leaf fall. You know, in many plants, especially the deciduous plants, leaves fall. For that, abscisic acid is required. There is another hormone called ethylene, which is in gaseous form, and that also inhibits or retards growth. So, in addition to the electrical impulse, another way of controlling and coordinating various processes in plants is the plant hormones.